Yo, Escanor, what's got you so frustrated, man?
I hate moving gear around.
Yeah, that's a bitch. I get it. So do you have like lots of gear or just a little bit?
I finally got my 8 sets, but now I always have to switch them.
You want me to teach you a secret?
Wait, what do you mean?
I only have to switch gear now once a week.
Yeah, but you big Halen.
A lot of it's common gear.
Wait, what?
Hey, it's super cheeky. You should try it.
Oh.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another 7 Listens Grand Cross video. For this, be going over how I am using gear efficiently and giving you guys an explanation on where I'm going to be placing my gear on different teams, how I'm using my team structure right now. We're almost 4 months into the game, I want to say, and I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be doing going forward till I have to move around gear in the future. So, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I've been working on something for about 2 days here, and I want to show it off because it's actually pretty funny. So what I've been trying to do is create teams so I don't have to move gear. And I thought this was a really funny thing to do because I actually got enough bluestones to finally do it. But what's really interesting is a lot of characters have really shitty gear on, but it doesn't matter because I can still beat the content. So I'm going to be going over the characters and talking about those. The only time I'm ever going to have to move gear at all is Guild Boss. And that's, you often move characters gear there anyway, so there's nothing I can do about it. The only time I have to move gear once a week to move gear, phenomenal. Love it. Love it. Okay, so let's go over the teams. So first off, we have the Pierce team, and we got this for just farming on the daily. And I thought this was a really funny way to build a team because I can actually use every character on this team very effectively, and I don't have to move gear. So let's go over to Lilia, which is really funny. I actually, on my Lilia, went over and I put a common piercing bracer as well as a common pierce ring. And I'm not using my Lilia right now for PvP, so this actually works out really well because now she has an attack defense set with full pierce and I don't have to move any of her gear because I'm not using her in any hard content, and I'm probably not going to move any gear until final boss. And when I want to go back to final boss, I'll do it. Next up we got Hauser. Now Hauser has a lot of gear on. The reason he has a lot of gear on because I'm using him as an association character for my Guild Thunder and my PvP team. And I've also got him with a full pierce set on here, which is going to hinder his stats a little bit when I have my Guild Thunder out, but that doesn't matter because I have a full pierce set on him, and we're going to go with a lot more stats on other characters here. You see he has a lot of resistance, a lot of other rolls, so he's pretty set there. All right, and then next up we have the Blue Demon Meliodas. Now I gotta finish up some anvils here on this thing here and make this a little bit better, but I'm working on another pierce roll thing as well as a maybe attack and pierce thing. But I also have a 20% pierce rolled over here, and then I've actually started to work on this, and I don't think I'm gonna actually replace these for a while because Blue Demon Meliodas, as long as you hit with that big hit, it doesn't actually matter. So it's great. And then the nice thing about support units, you don't actually need gear on them. So this is really nice to have this. So that's my farming team. It's set up, and I don't have to change it for a very long time. I can just leave it like that. And the association characters, which is really nice, I actually put I really made some really shitty sets here, which is really fun. I went through and I actually just made a bunch of shitty sets and I got them here, but I put my common gear on these shitty characters that I'm not going to be using all the time. So I got Blue Meliodas here with just not even upgraded SSR piece here. We got, and I can actually, if I don't want to use him and I want to use somebody else there, I could say use, I don't know, Blue Lizhawk because I put gear on here. And look, wow, I have a lot more stats, which is what I wanted to show you. Okay, now we go to Gila, and Gila I actually don't have a lot of gear on right now, as you can see here, and I'm only using her specifically as a house support right now, and I've got her with an attack and defense set, but I've got these rolls here, so I can actually just use this as an association for Hauser. If I upgrade the gear piece on the left-hand side, I maybe get another 100 attack or so. That's not really a ton of attack that I get for Hauser, so it's totally fine. And then we go into Meliodas, and Meliodas has my go-through support, and go-through has a lot of gear, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Arthur also has gear on, and I'll go over there as well. So there's my farming team right now, and I'm going to keep this as my farming team for a very long time, and I don't actually have to move gear around a lot on this team, which is super nice. So I got to work on maybe some SSR pieces for these guys, but I don't really have to worry about it too much. And the nice thing is, seeing I'm using Demon Meliodas as well as Hauser on this team, I'm doing tons of damage every single turn, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's go to deathmatch teams. So deathmatch teams for this, I actually have a Gustav with, I think he's got a left-hand side SSR pieces and right-hand side common pieces, but I only have 2 of them. And I put Pierce Rate, one of my Pierce Rate rings on the right hand side for Gustav, so now he's set for that. And I don't actually have to upgrade the gear because his damage in Red Demon does not matter at all. Then go to Gother. Now Gother is one of my primary units right now, and I gave him my best attack set. And the reason I gave him best attack set because I'm using that specifically for PvP, and he's my big damage dealer in PvP. I'm probably gonna have to hammer up some of the things on this this one right here, and probably anvil up maybe these 2% and 2.1% rolls a little bit, and try to get myself a little bit better stats on here. But I will do that eventually, and it's kind of like a slow play thing. So I'm gonna do this over time, and I don't have to do it right away. So it's really nice. Okay, and if I go into other characters on this team, the next character, which is my main DPS unit for raids for both Red and Grey Demon, is actually Lizhawk, and she's got my old Jericho gear. Remember the gear set that had that 25% crit damage on it, and I was using it for specifically just seeing if I get high crits in Guild Boss 1? Well, I gave her that set, and then I've also given her an attack build ring over here, so I don't have to move anything, and as well as a lot of things with resistance as well as defense over here, and some HP rolls on on her as well. So she's got a nice little attack defense set here, and it's not like a great amount of attack or defense. And what I might do is I think I'm just going to 80 this character, and then I'll make up for the stats that I lost on her earlier, and getting her to 80 would actually help me out a lot because of that. So I think that's what I'll do for her for Red Demon. And then for Grey Demon, what I've actually done is I switched over to a Valenti comp, and I'm using Guild Hunter. So you can see this team is the exact same as my PvP team, which is really interesting. And since I'm using this team, this is the gear that I have on all my PvP team. The characters are in different positions, and I move them around all the time. But this is my Valenti with her Valenti gear. She's got an attack defense set on, and she's got an okay set on. I do need to get some better rolls on her because she doesn't have the best of rolls. And I could boost her up and give her some other different things, but she does have a decent amount of stuff on right now. And I do have some resistance rolls here, but I do get a 2.5% defense roll, and I kind of ran out of Annabelle, so I was like, okay, I'll just keep this for now. And then she's got a decent amount of attacking defense as well. For her association character, I'm using a Blue Lizhawk, and Blue Lizhawk is just the association character that I'm using for pretty much everyone right now because my Blue Lizhawk is at 6 out of 6 ultimate, and because I was able to pull her so often, I've actually just put a normal gear set on her. One of my older gear set, this is actually Blue Demon Meliodas' gear that I actually moved over, and I actually cannibalized it entirely. And I took out the bracer and made a whole different bracer for Meliodas, and then I actually took out the ring and just put this ring in here. Now what I'll probably do is I'll actually go through on these rolls right here and then just upgrade them to as high as I can if I really want to. I don't know if I want to go that far on her and just say fuck it and just go with this. I think that would be a really, really good way to go. The other thing here is my king is currently at, I believe, let's see that. If I just click here, he's at 3 out of 6 ultimates, so he's only giving 7% stats over the go through. So what I decided was, you know what, I actually don't have to worry about too much on my King's gear, and what I'm doing is I actually just gave him a brand new set. And you can see he has a crit damage rolls here, and I just upgraded an entirely new HP and defense set, and I haven't even fully maxed these yet. And I probably will get these to 5-star 5+ and get these up, but I have my common sets over here for my King because I'm really not getting a ton of extra stats from King as association here. So because I'm not getting a ton of association stats, I actually gave him really shitty gear so I could just move up. And I compared it right here to like a really good HP and defense set, like what's on Arthur right now. And what's really interesting is that I actually get a lot more stats on Arthur because of it. So I ended up giving Arthur a different set. And we already saw we didn't actually see Gilthunder's gear. My Gilthunder has my Lilia gear on actually. So this gear set is, you can see half attack, half pierce roll set, and I'm probably going to be moving this around a little bit in the future. I don't know when, but I probably will move it around a little bit and get them some better rolls in him. He doesn't have the best of rolls in general, but he does have a good belt and an okay, like not really okay defensive pieces. My defensive pieces are very, very weak on my account. I kind of just go with a mixture of defense and resistance because I don't have enough anvils, and because I don't have enough time to do like 200 PvP matches a week to do for, lots and lots of anvils. Over here we got my Merlin gear, and my Merlin gear has an okay attack and defense set. I think this is one of my better sets, but unfortunately this orb is just, I've hundreds and hundreds of anvils on this trying to get these last 2 rolls, and I can't get lucky, unfortunately. So I've been working heavily on just one set at a time and trying to get the gear pieces up to get a little bit better gear. So for my Arthur gear actually has some of my older gear sets. It actually has an HP and defense set, and you can go with an HP and defense or attack defense set. It really depends on what you want to do. He has my old Gilthunder set. You can see it has very poor rolls on it, not the best in general, kind of everything below 2% rolls in general, and it's just an okay set, and I'm probably going to upgrade it a little bit as time goes on, but it's an association set, so it's lower priority for me, so I may upgrade that in the future. So that's my better gear set on him. And then for Crimson Demon, I'm just going back to Lizhawk, and what I'm going to do, of course, since I'm using the same core team here, and I'm using a Kane, I'm able to limit the amount of gear sets and moving gear that I have to have around a lot of things. And of course, since I'm using a Valenti PvP team, I don't have to do anything, so I'm seeing rocking about 179,000 on my main team, and I can probably upgrade for UR sets and other things along the way, and just keep core gear sets on the right people. So I thought this was a really efficient way of like organizing my box to make sure I don't have to move around gear all the time, because one of the most annoying things in this game for me personally is continuously moving gear around on lots and lots of characters. And there's no like prefab gear setup to like make that really easy. So now for all my dailies, every single day, I never have to move my gear. I can just go into PvP with my teams and just go all the way through. I don't have gear on my Kane. I don't have gear on my Jericho for farming, so that makes it a lot easier. And there are other characters that I've been working on for gear to upgrade those pieces as well. So if I go to my overall gear sets here, if I go here and then switch these out, you can see I started working on some brand new gear sets for some characters. So you can see on my green Elizabeth, I started working on a gear set for her. And what I can do is actually take this brand new gear set and move it over to say Gustav if I want to, or I can move this over to say another character. So if I want to use Green Liz in a raid again, I can. It gives me a lot of options. And of course, this guy uses a single rank up because he's, you know, just an absolute legend. So that's what I'm going to be doing for gear. Right now, the only wasted gear set is I have this Green Liz gear, and I'll probably move that in association gear to say Jericho or possibly another character on the team if I really want to. I can move it on to Meliodas if I want to, but I mean, I don't know if I really care enough. This is the next gear set I'm probably working on, and that's what I'm going to go on. So right now I'm working on more HP and defense sets, so I can probably move this Green Liz gear over to say Jillian, then I won't have to wear my Jillian gear as often, and I won't have to worry about it. So let's go ahead and move Green Liz right here to Jillian. And now she has a set on, so that's another HP and defense set for Guild Boss. So that saves me a little bit of time. And then I could go over to Green Lizhawk and make another HP and defense set and start off with a whole other set for her, and then work on another HP def set for Guild Boss. But that's basically what I'm working on right now. It's a nice little efficiency guide so you can see where I'm working on for gear. Guys, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, of course, like and subscribe, all the fun stuff. Of course, the merch is in the store. If you want to buy it, efficiency is very important, but always farm family time. I was busy doing this part like last couple days, so I didn't have a chance to do stuff. But I know you guys want me to talk about it more, actually. So if you want to buy the efficiency is important shirt, I'm not really good at holding it up right now, but it fits really well. I was wearing it in the video. Like and subscribe. Have a great day, guys. Peace.